What's happening, folks? Gerald here, aka JFro90, coming at you with another reaction, bringing to the channel as a solo artist, Mr. Dennis Edwards, but this is featuring Siedah Garrett, and this is their signature. This is one of my favorite songs in terms of the instrumental. Every time the song's been sampled, it's great. Dennis Edwards is one of my favorite vocalists of all time. Of the Temptations, that's why the Temptations is my favorite male vocal group. Some of the best voices of the world have been in that group, and so in my opinion, that's Dennis Edwards, David Ruffin, of course, Eddie Kendricks, of course, Melvin Franklin, of course, Paul Williams, of course, Ali Oli Woodson. Some of the greatest musicians some of the greatest male vocalists of our time. Shout out to Otis too, because Otis is a fantastic singer as well, and just the Temptations. But not about them. This is about Dennis Edwards. But it is about. I am gonna say, this is the beginning of. I want to do a lot of the Temptations solo music as well as a lot of their performances. So this is actually the first one I'm filming of that, and I've seen the music video for Don't Look Any Further. It's kind of infamous, and that is not a great video. But I recently found this footage of Dennis and Siedah on Soul Train performing this. And before we get to it, I need you guys to go ahead and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. And now, without further ado, this is Dennis Edwards and Siedah Garrett with Don't Look Any Further, live on Soul Train.
Oh
That was awesome. That was awesome. I think I like that a little bit more than the video, but the video's fun. The video's fun too. But you know what? Why I have a hankering for this song is, as we know, this is Whitney season, the season that Whitney's movie is in the theaters right now. It's time of filming this, early 2023, and they released the soundtrack, and the soundtrack has some unreleased music on it, and still, the one track that I want to hear that remains in somebody's vault is Whitney Houston and Jermaine Jackson recorded this song first in 1984, and I want to hear that. And the word is from Robin's book that Whitney and Jermaine recorded a handful of songs, as we know, and her opinion was that this was the best one, and that had they released this duet as a hit, it would have went number one and would have been a hit number one for Jermaine and Whitney. And as we know, it's a hit for Dennis Edwards and Siedah. So it's like, yeah, it's a banging song, but it's one clip that gives you just a little bit of Whitney and Jermaine on that song.
Whitney, very young, kind of gawky, still on the way to finding herself, a far cry from the glam Houston we know today.
I've never done a duet with anyone before.
Jermaine was the big star in 1984 with 9 solo records already to his credit.
It's really good. I mean, she did a great job for it. First time in the studio.
He saw a tape of me, a Merv Griffin tape, and he asked if he could sing with me.
But the 20-year-old claimed she was a music veteran.
My mom took me in the studio, and I've been working professionally since I was 12 years old.
Young Whitney had a lot of fun in the session, cracking up repeatedly, and she already had learned the tough stuff about the industry.
It's not all it's cracked up to be. It ain't all the glamour and all that stuff. It's hard work.
But here's a shocker. The song, Don't Look Any Further, didn't make the cut on Jermaine's album. Instead, the duet with Whitney was a tune called Take Good Care of My Heart.
Yeah, you see what I want to hear that. I want to hear that whole one. Not even to compare it, because I love Dennis Edwards' voice. I love Siedah's voice too. But I want, you know, Whitney's Whitney. And Jermaine Jackson's really good too. I actually, a lot of my favorite Jermaine Jackson songs are his duets with Whitney. And yeah, I would have loved to hear both of them do this too. So anyway, one day, here's hoping one day we'll hear that. So I will be checking out some more Dennis Edwards for sure, because I think he just has, the 2 solo albums? I think it's just 2. But definitely want to see more of him. If there is, I don't know how much more there is, because I think this is like his biggest hit solo, if not only hit solo. So yeah, but anyway, definitely thank you guys for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this reaction. If you did, please go ahead and like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. You want to follow me on social media, that's in the description below. You want to tip me, sponsor a request, check out my Amazon wish list. My birthday is the 27th this month. That's in the description too, and would be very much appreciated. A birthday gift would also be you joining my Patreon. Become a patron on the Patreon, and on there you're going to get benefits like early access to videos like these, Patreon only videos like these, and occasionally extended videos like these. And then just lastly, thank you so much for you taking this time to push play on this video today. It means so much to me, and it goes such a long way. And beyond everything else, please take care of yourself and each other.